Most riders think motorcycle prices are still out of control. What they do not see is what is happening behind showroom doors. Across America, dealers are sitting on motorcycles they desperately need gone before the 2027 models start arriving. Some are cutting thousands off the sticker price just to free up floor space. Today, we are counting down 20 motorcycles dealers cannot seem to move, and a few of these discounts get so aggressive that waiting could actually cost you money. Stick around because the bike near the top of this list shocked even us. Number 20, 2025 CF Moto 450 NK. Some motorcycles struggle to sell because they disappoint buyers. Others struggle because buyers never stop long enough to discover what they actually offer. The 2025 CF Moto 450 NK belongs firmly in the second group. And that is exactly why dealers are becoming increasingly eager to move them before newer inventory takes their place. Underneath its sharp styling sits a 449 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled parallel twin with a 270-degree crankshaft that produces about 50 horsepower. The power feels lively, the handling is confidence-inspiring, and premium equipment like KYB suspension, Bosch ABS, a slipper clutch, full LED lighting, and a TFT display gives it an upscale feel without an upscale price. Its biggest obstacle is not performance, it is perception. Many American riders still gravitate toward long-established Japanese brands, leaving this motorcycle overlooked despite its remarkable improvement in quality and refinement. Meanwhile, rising inventory costs are encouraging dealerships to offer discounts that often approach $1,000 below MSRP. For value-focused riders, that changes the equation completely. The 450 NK delivers modern technology, everyday comfort, and engaging performance for far less than many rivals. Sometimes the smartest motorcycle is not the one everyone wants. It is the one everyone else walks past. Now, if this countdown is helping you spot bargains most riders completely miss, drop a hype in the comments and subscribe to the channel. That is what helps us keep digging through inventory trends, dealer discounts, and hidden motorcycle deals that most buyers never hear about. And the next machine proves that even legendary manufacturers are not immune from that same reality. Number 19, Kawasaki Eliminator 450. Sometimes a motorcycle arrives at exactly the wrong moment. Not because it lacks quality, but because buyers are already looking somewhere else. That unfortunate T-Mine is exactly what has happened to the 2024 Kawasaki Eliminator 450, leaving many dealers surprisingly motivated to make room for something newer. When Kawasaki brought back the Eliminator name, it blended classic cruiser proportions with thoroughly modern engineering. Its 451 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled parallel twin delivers close to 50 horsepower, while the lightweight chassis, low seat, smartphone connectivity, and available ABS make it welcoming without feeling basic. The problem is not the motorcycle, it is the market. New riders often gravitate towards sporty naked bikes, while cruiser enthusiasts usually skip ahead to larger V-twins. That leaves the Eliminator caught between two audiences, giving dealers little choice but to cut prices, with discounts approaching $2,000 below MSRP at some locations. And if you think that is a frustrating inventory problem, wait until we reach number 9. That motorcycle comes from a famous American brand, yet dealers are even more desperate to move it for a reason few buyers ever see. But we will come back to that shortly. Still, dealer frustration reaches a different level when the motorcycle itself is excellent, yet the entire category starts falling out of fashion. That shift in buyer priorities points directly toward the next machine, where changing market trends have created some surprisingly aggressive discounts. Number 18, Suzuki GSX S1000 GT. There is something unusual happening in the sport touring world. Some of the most capable motorcycles are becoming the hardest to sell, simply because buyers keep chasing the latest adventure bikes. That shift has quietly placed the 2024 Suzuki GSX S1000 GT in a position few expected, turning it into one of the strongest bargains on dealership floors. Its 999 cubic centimeter inline traces its roots to the legendary GSX-R, producing around 150 horsepower with effortless highway power and remarkably smooth delivery. Add advanced electronics, a quick shifter, multiple ride modes, cruise-friendly ergonomics and a bright TFT display, and it becomes a motorcycle built to cover serious miles without sacrificing excitement. The original MSRP sat around $13,450. Today, many dealers are advertising leftover inventory between roughly $11,000 and $11,500, with some dropping below $11,000 just to clear valuable showroom space before newer models arrive. And while we are talking about heavily discounted bikes, we want to hear from you. Have you ever bought a motorcycle below MSRP or negotiated a deal that felt almost too good to be true? Leave a comment below, because real-world buying stories often help other riders save money too. For riders who want one motorcycle capable of touring, commuting, and carving back roads, few machines deliver this much performance for the money. Yet the next motorcycle proves that changing buyer tastes are not only affecting sport tours, even one of the most recognizable cruiser names is beginning to feel the pressure. Number 17, Yamaha Bolt R-Spec. Some motorcycles become victims of progress, not because they fall behind, but because the industry becomes obsessed with bigger screens, more electronics, and endless riding modes. The 2024 Yamaha Bolt R-Spec has quietly been pushed into the background, giving patient buyers an opportunity that did not exist just a few years ago. At its heart is a 942 cubic centimeter air-cooled V-twin that delivers strong low-end torque with the kind of relaxed character cruiser riders appreciate. A low seat, belt drive, upgraded R-Spec suspension, and uncomplicated engineering make every ride feel natural instead of overwhelming. It is the kind of motorcycle that simply starts, runs, and keeps asking for another mile. When new, the Bolt R-Spec carried an MSRP of about $9,000. Today, leftover inventory can often be found between roughly $7,300 and $8,000, putting savings of well over $1,000 within reach before negotiations even begin. Its greatest strength is honesty. It never pretends to be a luxury cruiser or a technology showcase. It simply delivers dependable V-twin character at a price that is becoming harder to ignore. But the next motorcycle tells a completely different story, proving that even cutting-edge performance cannot always prevent dealers from making surprisingly aggressive deals. Number 16, KTM 890 Adventure. Some motorcycles struggle because they miss the mark. Others struggle because the market changes around them. The 2024 KTM 890 Adventure is a perfect example of the second story. It remains one of the most capable middleweight adventure motorcycles on sale, yet many dealerships are eager to move the remaining inventory before newer models take its place. Its 889 cubic centimeter parallel twin delivers an impressive blend of smooth highway power and confidence on loose trails. With long travel, WP suspension, multiple ride modes, cornering ABS, traction control, and a lightweight chassis, it feels just as comfortable exploring forgotten back roads as it does covering hundreds of interstate miles. The challenge has never been ability. Instead, fierce competition and uncertainty surrounding KTM have caused many buyers to hesitate. As unsold motorcycles continue tying up showroom space and increasing carrying costs, dealers have become far more willing to negotiate. That is great news for experienced riders. Originally priced at nearly $15,000, many leftover models are now selling for $2,000 to $3,000 less. It is a rare chance to own a premium adventure machine without paying a premium price. But waiting for the next version is not the only challenge dealers face. Sometimes the problem is much simpler. A motorcycle can be genuinely good and still sit untouched because too few shoppers even think to look for it. That exact situation brings us to the next answer. Number 15, 2024 Moto Guzzi V 7-Stone. Some motorcycles are built to impress on a spec sheet. Others win riders over with something far more difficult to measure: personality. The Moto Guzzi V 7-Stone belongs firmly in the second group, yet it has quietly become one of the motorcycles dealers are most willing to discount. Its 853 cubic centimeter transverse V-twin delivers smooth torque, a distinctive engine pulse, and the kind of character that makes every ride memorable. Combined with shaft drive, cruise control, traction control, ABS, and timeless Italian styling, it offers an ownership experience unlike almost anything else in its class. So why is it lingering in showrooms? Simply put, Moto Guzzi remains a niche name in the American market. Many buyers gravitate toward more familiar brands, leaving dealers eager to clear older inventory before the next model year arrives. That hesitation works in your favor. Discounts of well over $1,000 are becoming increasingly common, making the V-Strom a rare blend of heritage, reliability, and value. At this point, a pattern is starting to emerge. Some of the biggest bargains in motorcycling are not hiding in the used market, they are sitting under dealership lights right now. I am curious, which bike we have covered so far would tempt you into visiting a dealer this weekend? Leave a comment below because buyer demand often tells a very different story from dealer inventory reports. And the next motorcycle proves that even an iconic American badge is no guarantee of fast showroom sales. Number 14, Harley-Davidson Nightster. Not long ago, seeing a Harley-Davidson sitting unsold would have seemed almost unthinkable. Today, the 2024 Harley-Davidson Nightster is proving that even legendary brands are not immune to changing buyer preferences. Powered by a 975 cubic centimeter Revolution Max V twin, the Nightster delivers crisp acceleration and modern handling that feel worlds apart from the old Sportster it replaced. Ride modes, traction control, ABS, and a low seat height make it approachable for newer riders, while still offering enough performance to keep experienced owners entertained. So why are dealers eager to move them? Traditional Harley buyers often continue choosing larger touring models, while younger shoppers compare the Nightster with a growing list of modern alternatives. That leaves some dealerships carrying more inventory than they would like as new models keep arriving. The result is a rare opportunity. Discounts approaching $1,500 have become increasingly common, making Harley-Davidson ownership more attainable than many riders expect. Still, the next machine faces pressure from the opposite direction. Instead of carrying too much heritage, it enters one of the most competitive price brackets in motorcycling, where buyers have more choices than ever, and dealers are forced to fight every sale. Number 13, BMW 310R. A famous badge can open doors, but it cannot always guarantee a quick sale. That is exactly what is happening with the 2024 BMW G310R. Despite wearing one of the most respected names in motorcycling, this lightweight roadster has been quietly collecting dust in some dealerships. Its 313 cubic centimeter single-cylinder engine will not overwhelm new riders, yet it delivers smooth performance, agile handling, and the premium fit and finish people expect from BMW. Adds standard ABS, LED lighting, and an assist and slipper clutch, and it feels far more refined than many motorcycles in its class. The challenge is simple. Entry-level buyers often focus on price before prestige, while competitors continue flooding the market with aggressive pricing. That has pushed many dealers to offer meaningful discounts just to clear inventory. For smart shoppers, that hesitation creates an excellent opportunity to own a premium motorcycle for far less than expected. But the next bike runs into a different obstacle altogether. Its challenge is not overcrowding at the bottom of the market. It is surviving in a segment where customer attention has shifted somewhere else entirely. Number 12, Triumph Tiger Sport 660. Finding a motorcycle that does almost everything well should make it an easy sale. Strangely enough, that is exactly why the 2024 Triumph Tiger Sport 660 has been overlooked. It refuses to fit neatly into a single category, and in today's market, that has become its biggest challenge. Powered by a 660 cubic centimeter inline triple, it delivers smooth low-end torque, eager acceleration, and a distinctive soundtrack that sets it apart from the sea of parallel twins. Comfortable ergonomics, modern electronics, ABS, traction control, and generous wind protection make it equally enjoyable on a daily commute or a weekend escape. The problem is not the motorcycle. Buyers have become obsessed with larger adventure bikes, leaving this road-focused sport tourer sitting longer than dealers would like. As newer inventory arrives, many dealerships are responding with attractive discounts to free up valuable showroom space. The Tiger Sport 60 delivers far more capability than its sales numbers suggest, but capability alone does not guarantee showroom traffic. Sometimes buyers overlook a motorcycle simply because it is too sensible for its own good. That strange contradiction leads us directly to the next machine. A motorcycle dealers respect, owners praise, and shoppers somehow continue to underestimate. Number 11. Honda NC750X. Motorcycles that make the most sense are rarely the ones grabbing all the attention. That is exactly why the Honda NC750X has become such an unexpected bargain. While buyers chase bigger engines and flashier adventure bikes, this Honda quietly waits for riders who value substance over hype. Its 745 cubic centimeter parallel twin is built for effortless everyday riding rather than headline-grabbing speed. Combined with Honda's available dual-clutch transmission, built-in front storage compartment, multiple riding modes, and outstanding fuel economy, it delivers a level of convenience that few motorcycles can match. That practical nature, however, has left some dealers with more inventory than expected. As newer models approach, discounts of around $1,000 are becoming increasingly common, making this one of the smartest long-term buys on the market. Now it is your turn. Now we want to hear from you. Would you take a practical motorcycle like the NC750X if it saved you thousands of dollars? Or would you still spend more for something flashier? Leave your answer in the comments. And if you are enjoying uncovering these hidden bargains, do not forget to hit like, subscribe for more motorcycle insights. And now, the countdown enters an entirely different league, the top 10. Where the discounts become larger, the motorcycles become more powerful, and the bargains grow even harder to ignore. Number 10. Suzuki Katana. Walk into a dealership and it immediately stands apart. Sharp lines, retro inspiration, a silhouette unlike anything else on the showroom floor. But while it attracts plenty of attention, far too many shoppers stop, admire it for a moment, then continue walking. And that hesitation has become expensive for dealers. Beneath the unmistakable styling sits a 999 cubic centimeter liquid, cooled inline, four producing roughly 150 horsepower. Add ride-by-wire, throttle, multiple riding modes, traction control, a bi-directional quick shifter, Brembo brakes, and a chassis derived from Suzuki's proven GSXS 1000 platform, and you have a motorcycle that delivers genuine leader bike performance without demanding racetrack commitment. So why is it still sitting unsold? Because today's market has changed. Riders shopping with this kind of budget are increasingly pulled toward adventure motorcycles packed with touring capability or full-fledged superbikes that promise maximum performance and aggressive styling. The Katana occupies the space between those worlds, making it easy to admire, but surprisingly easy to overlook. Its bold retro-futuristic design only narrows the audience even further. Some riders absolutely love it. Others never give it a second glance. That shift in buyer preferences is quietly becoming your advantage. Dealers know every unsold Katana occupies valuable showroom space while costing money month after month. As a result, many remaining motorcycles are being offered with meaningful discounts, and lightly used examples can save buyers several $1,000s compared to original sticker price. Yet the next motorcycle faces an even stranger situation. It combines serious performance with a respected American badge and somehow still leaves the buyers unsure where it belongs. That identity crisis is exactly what creates the opportunity. Number 9. Indian FTR Sport. Some motorcycles fail because they are outdated. Others fail because they are overpriced. The 2024 Indian FTR Sport struggles for a completely different reason. Most riders simply do not know what to make of it. Power comes from a 1,203 cubic centimeter liquid cooled V-twin producing around 120 horsepower, paired with premium technology, including multiple riding modes, cruise control, navigation, and lean-sensitive rider aids. On paper, it competes with far more expensive machines. The problem is that it refuses to fit neatly into any category. It is not a traditional cruiser, not a full-fledged sport bike, and not an adventure motorcycle. That identity crisis, combined with uncertainty surrounding the future of the FTR lineup, has left many dealers holding inventory longer than expected. For experienced riders, though, that hesitation creates opportunity. Heavy discounts have transformed this overlooked performance machine into an exceptional value. But the next machine faces the opposite problem entirely. Instead of being difficult to classify, it does everything well, and then that may be exactly why so many buyers overlook it when shopping for something more exciting. Number 8. Kawasaki versus 650. Some motorcycles sell because they promise adventure. Others sell because they promise excitement. The 2024 Kawasaki versus 650 makes a different promise altogether. It simply makes riding easier. Its 649 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine delivers smooth, dependable power, while the upright riding position, adjustable suspension, traction control, and tall windscreen make it an outstanding companion for commuting, weekend escapes, and cross-state trips. Ironically, that practicality is exactly why it has been overlooked. Buyers continue chasing larger, more rugged adventure bikes, leaving the Versys sitting quietly in dealership showrooms. That slow demand has created an excellent buying opportunity. Many dealers are now discounting remaining inventory by roughly $1,000 to $1,500 below original MSRP, making this one of the strongest values in the middleweight touring class. For riders who value comfort, reliability, and versatility over marketing hype, the Versys quietly excels at almost everything. But if this overlooked Kawasaki surprised you, the motorcycle at number 7 proves that even an iconic European brand is not immune when buyer tastes suddenly change. Number 7. Ducati Scrambler Icon. Some motorcycles struggle because buyers cannot quite figure out what they are supposed to be. That is the strange position the Ducati Scrambler Icon finds itself in. At its core sits an 803 cubic centimeter air-cooled L-twin, pushing roughly 73 horsepower and 48 pound-feet of torque. But numbers are not the point here. This machine was built around feel, light steering, instant throttle response, a playful chassis that makes even short rides feel alive. And yet, many dealerships cannot get them moving, not because the bike lacks quality, because it sits in a difficult space. Riders chasing retro style often turn toward cheaper brands, while Ducati buyers usually walk in aiming for something louder, faster, and far more aggressive. That leaves the Scrambler caught in the middle. And when motorcycles sit too long, prices soften. The Scrambler Icon delivers heritage, personality, and one of the most recognizable badges in motorcycling. But premium branding can shrink the pool of potential buyers, which is why discounts often appear sooner than expected. The next machine enters the market from a completely different angle. Instead of asking buyers to pay extra for exclusivity, it offers more motorcycle than many expect for the money. And dealers are discovering that value alone does not always guarantee quick sales. Number 6. Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650. Some motorcycles do not struggle because they are overpriced. They struggle because they arrive in a market that does not quite know what to do with them. That is exactly the situation facing the Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650. At its center is a 648 cubic centimeter air and oil-cooled parallel twin, producing around 47 horsepower and 39 pound-feet of torque. It is not built for speed. It is built for rhythm. Smooth roll on power, easy highway manners, and the kind of relaxed cruising that makes the long rides feel shorter. But in America, cruiser buyers often chase bigger engines and bigger badges. That hesitation has left many dealers sitting on unsold inventory. When it launched, pricing started just under $7,000. But now, many leftover models are being marked down by several $100s, sometimes more, simply to clear floor space. And that changes everything. Before we break into the top 5, we want your prediction. Which motorcycle do you think dealers are most desperate to get off their showroom floors before 2027? Leave your guess in the comments before we reveal the biggest bargains. You might be surprised how close or how far off you are. And if this countdown has helped you, drop a hype below. It lets us know you want more videos uncovering the motorcycle deals hiding in plain sight. Because from this point on, the discounts grow deeper, the inventory pressure becomes far more serious, and the motorcycles ahead represent the biggest buying opportunities of the entire countdown. Number 5. Yamaha Tracer 9 GT. The Yamaha Tracer 9 GT did not fail because it is a bad motorcycle. It stumbled because the market shifted right out from under it. At its heart is an 890 cubic centimeter liquid cooled in line 3, producing around 117 horsepower and 69 pound-feet of torque. It is one of those rare engines that feels alive everywhere. Smooth in traffic, sharp in corners, and effortless on the highway. Add semi-active suspension, cruise control, heated grips, hard bags, and advanced rider aids, and it sounds like an easy win. But buyers have changed. More American riders are leaning toward adventure bikes, chasing versatility and that rugged image. That shift has left sport tours like this waiting longer on showroom floors. When new, pricing sat a little above $15,000. Now many dealers are cutting anywhere from $1,000 to to nearly $2,000 off leftover stock just to move them. The Tracer 9 GT offers technology, comfort, and performance that would have seemed impossible at this price a decade ago. Yet many buyers continue chasing larger adventure bikes, creating opportunities for anyone paying attention. But the next motorcycle reveals another inventory trap altogether. Sometimes a bike does not struggle because it lacks capability. It struggles because it lives in the shadow of its own smaller sibling. Number 4, Honda Rebel 1100. The Honda Rebel 1100 is proof that sometimes a motorcycle's biggest enemy is not its competition. It is the status quo. It is a brilliant machine currently suffering a quiet identity crisis on dealership floors. Beneath its stripped back frame sits a 1,084 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled parallel twin, borrowed from the Africa Twin, delivering around 86 horsepower and 72 pound-feet of torque. That alone makes it one of the strongest machines in its class. But Honda went further, adding ride modes, cruise control, traction control, wheelie control, and even the option of a dual-clutch automatic transmission. On paper, it solves problems most cruisers still ignore. But tradition is a powerful thing. A lot of American cruiser riders still want rumbling V-twins, chrome everywhere, and heavyweight presence. The Rebel takes a different road, and that has slowed sales. When it first arrived, pricing started just below $10,000. Now many dealers are trimming anywhere from $1,000 to nearly $2,000 off leftover stock to make room for incoming models. And that makes this one of the smartest cruiser buys right now. The Rebel 1100 shows how even an outstanding motorcycle can become a slow seller when buyers gravitate toward the more affordable version sitting a few feet away. That leaves dealers with bigger discounts than many expected. Even so, the next machine enters one of the most crowded battlegrounds in motorcycling today, where excellent products routinely get buried beneath relentless competition. Number 3, Suzuki V-Strom 800DE. Some motorcycles arrive at exactly the wrong time, not because they lack the talent to compete, but because the battlefield is already choked with heavy hitters. That is the steep uphill climb facing the Suzuki V-Strom 800DE. At its core is a 776 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled parallel twin, pushing around 84 horsepower and 57 pound-feet of torque. It is smooth, eager, and far more capable off-road than the V-Strom name has ever suggested. With a quick shifter, gravel mode, switchable ABS, ride modes, and a 21-inch front wheel, Suzuki built this machine to go far beyond pavement, and that is part of the problem. Many riders still hear V-Strom and picture older road-biased models, not a true adventure machine. At the same time, this segment is packed with strong rivals, and many buyers already picked their adventure bike years ago. That has left dealers holding inventory longer than expected. When it launched, pricing sat just above $11,000. Now leftover stock is often seeing cuts of around $1,000 to nearly $2,000. And for riders paying attention, that is serious value. The V-Strom 800DE demonstrates how brutal the adventure segment has become. It only takes a few stronger headlines or a trendier rival for a genuinely capable motorcycle to remain parked longer than it should. But the next motorcycle creates a completely different level of dealer anxiety. When inventory carries a premium price tag and appeals to a narrow audience, every unsold unit becomes impossible to ignore. Number 2, BMW R18. The BMW R18 is a mechanical masterpiece that made one critical mistake. It brought German engineering to a knife fight fueled by pure Americana. It did not fail due to a lack of quality, but because it tried to conquer a market that values tradition over innovation. At its heart is an enormous 1,802 cubic centimeter air and oil-cooled boxer twin, producing roughly 91 horsepower and a massive 116 pound-feet of torque. But what makes this engine special is not peak power. It is where that power lives. Twist the throttle at low speed, and the whole machine surges forward with a heavy, muscular pull that feels completely different from almost anything else on the road. On paper, it sounds like a heavyweight cruiser built to dominate. But American cruiser buyers are loyal, deeply loyal. Most still gravitate toward familiar V-twins, old-school heritage, and the badges they have trusted for decades. The BMW, with its exposed boxer heads, shaft drive, and unmistakably German personality, feels like an outsider in a world built on tradition. And outsiders often sit longer in showrooms. When new, the base model started just under $16,000, but many well-equipped versions climbed far higher. Now leftover inventory is seeing cuts of $3,000 or more, with some dealers pushing even deeper just to clear space. That transforms the R18 into one of the most unexpected luxury bargains in America. But admiration does not always translate into signatures on a sales contract. Yet even that challenge is not the biggest problem dealers face before 2027. The next motorcycle combines high carrying costs, fierce competition, and a shrinking pool of qualified buyers, creating the kind of inventory pressure that forces dealers into their deepest discounts of all. Number 1, KTM 1290, Super Adventure S. And now we reach the motorcycle that may be the clearest example of how timing can turn a world-class machine into an unexpected bargain. The KTM 1290 Super Adventure S was never built to be average. At its core sits a 1,301 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled V-twin, producing around 160 horsepower and 102 pound-feet of torque. That is sport bike power hiding inside an adventure machine. Add semi-active suspension, adaptive cruise control, cornering ABS, quick shifter, hill hold control, and a massive TFT display, and you are looking at one of the most advanced motorcycles on the road. So why are dealers so eager to move them? Because this machine became trapped in the perfect storm. The premium adventure world is now packed with rivals. Prices across the segment have climbed hard, and many buyers are becoming far more cautious about spending big money. Then there is the KTM factor itself. Its wild performance, tall stance, and aggressive personality can feel intimidating. That hesitation is expensive for dealers. When new, pricing pushed past $20,000, but leftover inventory is now seeing cuts of $2,000 to $4,000, sometimes even more. And that is what makes this the ultimate hidden bargain on this list. Because sometimes the best motorcycle is not the one everyone is chasing. It is the one everyone else overlooked. And that is the real story here. The motorcycles on this list are not sitting because they are terrible. Many are sitting because the market moved in one direction while these bikes were headed in another. For smart buyers, that is where opportunity lives. And if today's video made you realize how much is happening behind the scenes at dealerships, wait until you see what we have uncovered in the next video. It reveals another side of the motorcycle world that most riders never notice until it affects their wallet, their ownership experience, or their next purchase. Click the next video to continue the road trip. Join our tribe by subscribing, and do not forget to like this video.